Hey everyone, I'm Shubhankar from India. First of all, thank you so much, Chris, for having me here. It's an honor being here. You can follow me at shubhankar.storyteller on Instagram. Today, I'm going to be addressing three main topics. The first one is, why did I grow my hair? Second one, what do I do to take care of my hair? Third one, if you are someone who wants to grow your hair, how can you do it? Addressing the first part, why did I grow my hair? Let's say around 2 to 2.5 years ago. By the way, I've been growing my hair for the past 2 years, and you can see that it's this long. I can flip my hair to the right and you can see I've got some highlights. I've got blonde streaks. I've got to get it redone. It's been a really long time since I got it redone. Around 2 to 2.5 years ago, I was in a really bad state. I was messed up, I was clinically depressed, I was addicted to prescription drugs, and during this time, I decided to take up one initiative, and that initiative was to volunteer and work with terminally ill children. So we would just paint our faces, go and play with all the terminally ill children and just spend some time and give them some company. So I happened to spend a lot of time particularly with cancer affected children, and I observed one thing. All the kids, as they progress in the stages of treatment, would lose a lot of hair and they would be devastated. So that's when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna grow my hair and I'm gonna donate it to those kids so that wigs can be made, at least until they can use those wigs until they grow out their original hair and they won't have to feel bad. And during this process of, let's say, around the first 3 months, one kid passed away. After 10 more months, the second kid whom I was really connected to passed away. And after 1.5 years, the third kid passed away. And that's when I got really firm that, hey, I'm going to donate my hair one day when it's long enough. So that's the reason why I grow my hair. Second, what do I do to take care of my hair? So I like to divide this again into 3 parts. First is called the mindset, second is called the principle which I follow, third is called the tools or the products which I offer. My mindset while growing my hair is this. My hair represents a part of me. It's not gonna be amazing every day. My hair is like my life. Some days it will be good, some days it will be bad. And the key is, when you look at it every day, you won't notice any difference in your hair. You feel like my hair is not growing. But one day you look back, let's say 3 months back or 6 months back or a year back, you'll be surprised at the difference. So my key mindset is being patient. Being patient is one of the biggest mindset which I follow to grow out my hair. Second is called the principle. I believe in the natural route. This might be contradictory to a lot of videos you might have seen. I believe in using as less products as possible. That's right, you heard it. I believe in using as less products as possible. I believe in having a diet. So, like I said, during my bad patch, I happened to hit the gym. And I realized that diet was really crucial to having a healthy body and healthy hair. So I started eating a lot of protein every day, especially vitamin E. I would eat green grams, chana, eggs, oats, and anything basically, and even supplements. So this really helped my hair. As I started eating more and more protein, I could literally see the quality of my hair improving. So this is what I believe in. Step number 3 is, what are the tools or products which I use? So every time I have to wash my hair, which I wash once in 2 days, worst case once in 3 days, I go to the shop and ask, hey, give me this small sachet. This is a sachet of Dove which has a shampoo and a conditioner together. I take 4 sachets. Yes, I don't use a bottle, I use sachet. I'll tell you the reason why. So after I get 4 sachets exactly like this, first I take 1 sachet of shampoo and I rinse out the top of my hair. I rinse out the outer layer of my hair and I just clean it off. And after that, I again take 1 more sachet of Dove shampoo and apply it to my roots. This time I purely focus on my roots. A lot of people do the mistake of just washing their hair, looking at it and saying, okay, this hair is, this part of hair is shiny, I'm cool to go. No, please focus on your roots. Please focus on washing and massaging your roots properly. And then I come out of it. No, sorry. Before that, I use conditioner. And while applying conditioner, I take 1 sachet of conditioner and I apply it to this part of the hair and I wash it out. Next, I apply conditioner to the crown of my head, top of it, and I leave it for, let's say, around 5 minutes and I wash it off. So now the washing of my hair is done, I come out. as soon as I come out, I do not use a blow dryer. Yes, I repeat, I do not use a blow dryer, because once I'd used the blow dryer and I ran my fingers through my hair and chunks of hair started coming out. So I personally avoid blow dryer as much as possible. I wipe my hair with a towel and stand in the hot sun. So this will probably dry my hair out. Last but not the least, if you are someone who is looking to grow your hair, how should you start? I would say first thing, you got to understand three things. One, what kind of hair do you have? Do you have straight hair? Do you have curly hair? Do you have wavy hair? So I would say I have predominantly straight hair, and sometimes it gets a little wavy. Step number two, you got to understand something called the lifespan of your hair. Each individual has a different lifespan of their hair. It ranges from 2 years to 8 years. You got to understand which category you belongs, or which category your hair belongs to. And step number three, one is, no one talks about this, but genetics have quite a significant role to play in your hair. Yes, your genetics have to, you got to be aware of your genetics. When I say genetics, you understand how you bald. Like some people start balding from here, some people start balding from the middle patch. You got to be aware of these three things, then you can start growing your hair peacefully. So there are three phases to growing your hair. Step number one is where I call the growth phase. This is where the hair comes till the back of your shoulders, and this is pretty exciting. This is when you start putting hashtags like hashtag love my hair, hashtag love my hair for life, hashtag good hair day. This is when you start putting a lot of things, and it's great. This is amazing. And after this starts the phase called the awkward phase. This is the time where it's too long to tie it in a bun, too short to tie it in a bun, but the hair keeps coming on your face. And this is the time where a lot of people do the mistake of losing their patience and cutting their hair off, or they start going for things like they start trimming the side of it, and it's called a side faded cut or something. They start getting that just because they lose patience. The key is to not lose patience. And the third phase is you can take all your hair and tie it in a proper bun. I'm not talking about those small man buns where you shave off everything. I'm talking about from the back, from here, all the sides. You got to be able to take it and tie it in a bun. This is one of the most exhilarating moments, I guess. A few things which you can keep in mind is, please focus on your diet. Number two, whichever products you apply, make sure it's for you, because every person, like let's say I'm giving a lot of tips, it works for me. You got to understand what works for you. The first step is to understand what works for you. Let's say I have straight hair, whatever tips I'm giving might not work for someone with curly hair, and someone has give some tips for curly hair, it might not work for me. The key is to make sure what works for you. Have a healthy diet. Number three, don't overuse any products. I personally would recommend searching for shampoos or any hair products which don't have too many sulfates. And even while you use certain hairsprays, on a scale of 0 to 7, you have a measuring scale. Make sure you don't exceed more than 4 while using styling products. And last but not the least, I personally recommend Livon hair serum. I've tried a couple of hair serums and it looks good at that moment, but when I start to wash it off, the hair becomes really dry and wrinkly, and you'll be tempted to use it again. So this is the only product apart from shampoo which I use. It's 60 rupees. That's basically $1. And that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me. It's Shubhankar.storyteller again. Thank you so much and happy hair growth journey.